I've always wanted to, you know, just come down in the woods and have nothing but my knife and make some cordage and find some worms and maybe catch a fish and even maybe cook it. So I got a little time today. It's gonna take a while to make the cordage, but I made some the other night and I made about this much in about 15 minutes. So I figure I can probably in 30 minutes or so maybe make enough to hook to a long stick. And then I want to make one of those fish hook, one of the little sharpened on both ends that turns in her mouth. I always wanted to try to see if I could do that, like in a survival situation with nothing but a knife and a ferro rod. So I'm gonna collect some. I'm gonna use cedar strips and do the reverse twist and try to make some cordage. And I may have to do something down there at the very tip to make it real thin. I don't know. Try to figure some way out to make it thinner for the fish. And if you guys got any ideas of something like down there close to the fish where it's a lot thinner, you can comment on this when I put the video out. But anyway, I'm going to collect some cordage. I mean some strips of cedar, and then I'll come back and sit right here. We'll sit on this log and make some cordage, and then try to make also a hook, and then we'll go try to find a worm. But worm's pretty easy to find right now in the spring. So anyway, let's get to it. I'm gonna get some long strips of this, and I'll make some cordage. I'll keep collecting this, but I want to get a whole bunch of these, and I want to make some cordage. Getting this right off of this cedar tree. See all this loose bark? Then I'm going to do that twist on it. Whoop, see? Good stuff. Got me I'll just keep collecting this and get a whole bunch of it. Nice long strip there. So we'll get enough of this, and then we'll do that reverse twist and try to make some cordage. Okay, I've got all this cedar cordage, and I'm gonna start get me some strips. Some of it's kind of damp, but it won't hurt anything. Okay. See if I can remember how to do this. Okay, I'm gonna get it in this hand. I'm gonna go this way. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna twist to the right, and then I'm gonna flip backwards. Flip to the right. I may have to start over if I'm doing this wrong. I think this is right though. Go backwards. Twist it. do like that, do like that, do like that. It's gonna be pretty strong. It's got a lot of fibers in it. It may not be the ideal thing, but it's what I got here to use, and I gotta learn more about some plants and the fibers in them, and everything's green, and I don't know if I need to do more studying on it, but let's see. It goes pretty quick. You're an airplane. Anyway, see that? It's pretty good. And I'll keep doing this and see how far I can get, and then I'll get back with you. I've been going at it for about, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes, but it goes quicker than you would think when you watch people like on TV and stuff doing it. And I hope I'm doing it right. Twisting and then going back. Twisting and going back. I watched a video last night on it. Twist it and go back, and then you splice them. I'll show you how to splice one. That's getting kind of short, so let me get me a strip here. That may be too long, but we're gonna try to splice it in there anyway. Okay. So you just take this and double it right there where you're splicing, and you just twist that piece. Twist it in there, and then you do like that. And you got the other side in there. And then you twist it, and then you've spliced it in there. So we'll keep going. And then I'll get back. See, it's already getting long though. I mean, I got a 1.5 foot right there in about 20 minutes. So twist it. Ooh, that's kind of thick, but I'll leave it. I'm a rookie. But if I can catch a fish, you know, it's gonna help me to feel better about like some kind of survival situation. Of course, if I didn't have my knife, you know, I could use a, you know, fine flint. But I hadn't really used my knife yet. But I'm gonna have it to make the fish hook. But I guess you could get a rock and sharpen it like a piece of flint, and make the fish hook if you needed to. I'm just worried about how thin it is gonna be on one end to like to scare the fish. If they're hungry enough, I guess they'll bite it anyway. We'll see. Maybe this will be long enough. I ain't sure what to do on the end. I'm gonna tie it. I'll have to watch the other video. You guys can comment on the very back here what to do. It's not real strong when you just tying the fibers, so I may have to actually tie a knot in it, lose a little bit of my strength here. But if I tie it around a limb, maybe I can come back and loosen this a little bit, because I need to tie it around a branch so I can undo this knot. Okay, that got a lot thicker up there, sorta, but and it's thinner down here. I may try to get some real thin fibers and put down here at the end, and where the fish will try to keep pulling some of these thicker fibers off. Oh shoot, I don't want to get it too thin, because whoop. I don't know. Let's see. Double it. Going this way, I gotta and go this way. Yeah. Sometimes I get confused on it. Get this going and I'll show you and see if it's any thinner. Trying to get real thin stuff. That may be too thin, but I'm gonna try it. Let's double it. Probably catch a big fish and it'll break off, me trying to make it thin, but I just feel like I need to make it as thin as possible for the part down there by the hook. Boy, this goes a lot faster, you know, when I've seen it before on TV and all. The ends get wound up. There may be a better way to do it to keep those from getting. Oh man, I don't need to let that break. That's kind of thin. There's a fine line between being too thin and not thin enough, I guess. I don't know, it's awful thin. I was hoping I could beat the bugs. Keep going. Okay, I wheeled that down to there and it got real thin, just a few fibers down here. Oh, it broke, so I gotta be real careful. I don't wanna lose my hook in the fish, so anyway, I'm gonna try to find a, so I got this piece I just did, and then I got this one. It's pretty long. And I'm gonna tie this to the end of this one. That's the end I put the knot in, so I can do this. Tie, just put a regular overhand knot in it. Cause I ain't gonna be catching big fish. This is a survival situation, so I'm gonna catch those little panfish. So now I got a piece that's probably in about 35 minutes, I made a piece about 4 foot long. That's pretty impressive. Anyway, I'm gonna get a piece to start carving the hook. All right, so I went over there and got a couple of green limbs. I'm gonna get a little one and a big one. And I remember it's gotta go in the fish's mouth, so we'll start with this one. Make it real sharp. I don't want it to be real big. Shouldn't do this on my pants leg, should I? In a survival situation, the last thing you want to do is cut yourself. I should have put the notch in it first. Okay, it's a little bitty hook with a little bitty notch in the middle. Let me make another one. I think I'm gonna need the small one first. Put the notch first. Man, I'm sweating. Been getting up in the 90s, the high 90s here in the south. I think today is the 4th or the 5th. I have to look. I should know if it's the 4th, shouldn't I? We celebrated down at my daughter's house because her husband had to work today, so we all went down there yesterday. Whoop, I broke it. Well, it's okay, it's long enough to get another one. Getting hot. If you had a multi-tool with a saw on it, you could just saw a little notch around this thing. This thing's so narrow that you have to be careful with the notch because it may not be able to put the notch in it first. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but that's, I got that. Now I'm gonna tie this on. I'm gonna try to find a spot that I'm gonna cheat up some because I don't want that thing breaking. I gotta be careful, but I got extra hooks, so tie a slip knot. Ooh, sweating. If this stuff starts getting in my eyes, it's gonna burn. Okay, I guess I'll just tie an overhead knot. That slip knot idea ain't working. Let's go. Uh-oh. Cut this excess off. Okay, I got a long cord. I got my hook right here on the end. This kind right here. I'm gonna try that. And I'm gonna get me a little flexible little limb if I can get it out there. It probably needs to be about 4. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna put this in my pocket, so I'll have an extra one. Look at all this extra that I had. I thought it took a lot. I made 4 foot with just a little bit. Oh, we'll use this for the fire. If we catch one we want to cook him, we can do that. And I can get some fat wood too, but we'll put this in there right now. Maybe I won't sweat on it too much. All right, let's go find a limb that we can use, and we'll put this on. Had a knot in it in the end. Get a piece of this. That's pretty flexible. Ain't none of this stuff. It's all breaking. Okay. Now, I got this. Alright, let's go get something, put some worms in. A bunch of this bark is it laying around. I'm not sure what this is off of. Let's see. It's pretty brittle. May need to wet it or something. But anyway, I can set the worms on it. Oh, this might roll up. There we go. My glasses is leaking on me. Okay, got me a little bit of a container to get me some worms maybe. So let's go see if we can't find some worms. Woo! It's getting hot, but looks like it's getting cloudy. So got my fishing pole, and we're gonna go get some worms.
See if we can find some worms. Let's find a log or something. Here's one. See a rotten one up there. Sometimes they're just under the leaves, but we can kick some of those logs back.
Oh. Got one. Look. It's damp up under here. It's all kind of. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's a couple under here. We'll go to some of these other logs and try to find some too, and see what we can find. Okay. Woo, sweating. We're gonna set these right here. We got about 4 worms. Ooh, I'm sweating. Okay. Now let's see. Get this big old worm. We'll inject this hook into this worm, and we're gonna have to let the fish. I ain't used to doing it that way, but we're gonna have to let that fish really run with this thing, and you know, swallow it. So now I got that completely in there. So we'll go over here now and see if we can catch one. I'm gonna move the camera around so y'all can see. All right. I don't see any fish out here today. Oh, got a hit. We're hitting it. Okay, my camera got hot, so I'm having to use my phone. So still got a little worm left. Not much. If I can push this worm up on there a little bit better. Man, I am sweating. The fish are hitting it though. All right, let's see if we can get them to hit it. put there's a little bit of worm on there, but they just ain't swallowing it. All right, we'll try it again. Like all come from swimming by and all of them hit it. We got it. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. He ripped the he pulled the stick off the end of the line. Luckily I made that other one. We'll try it one more time. We'll put this other I think I got another stick somewhere. I can't find it. I guess I'm gonna have to carve another one. Anyway, all right, I'll do that. Got a little bitty, another little stick here. Ooh, it's hot. They're hitting it okay, but I mean, let's see. Worm. We're gonna thread it in here. Did a while ago. Okay, all right. My glasses is fogged up. There you go. I got it on there just like that, stuck up in that stick. Let's go see if we can catch one. Same thing. That thin cordage ain't strong enough down there at the end. So I've learned something. I gotta tie it up here in this thicker stuff. So I gotta go make another. Okay, now then, let's tie it up on this thicker, stronger string. Okay, cut that extra off. Okay, I had a worm. Where'd my worm just go? There ain't no way that thing disappeared. There it is. Okay, there's my, I tied it on. I went up to my thicker string, and I'm gonna stick it up in this worm this way. And I'm sure that, so I just stuck it up in both sides. I'm gonna leave him whole. Them fish are small. I hope they can eat him. Here we go, one more try. I think I need more line to let them run with it. They took all my bait off of it. Let me get some more. I got one more worm. I gotta take it easy with this one. It's just, there ain't quite enough. Uh-oh. I need to let them run with it so they can get this thing down in their throat. That's how I'm gonna catch them. At least they're hitting it with that cordage. I may have to just get more cordage. Ooh. It just barely did get him. Look at that. I was gonna cook him, make a fire, but I don't know. He's little. I got hammered last time, but here he is. Oh. That was lucky. That was hard. Anyway. I know I can make a fire with my knife and my ferro rod, and I can stick him on a stick and cook him. Then I could go up and get some wild onions, I guess, out of the pasture and put on him. So here's I just took a sapling. I probably got, let's see, maybe 3.5 foot of line. May have had a little more because it kept breaking, but it just, this right here, and I stuck it all the way up in the worm. But like I said, they broke it off, broke 3 of them off. So he just happened to get it in there just right. But I think I need to figure out a way to make a real hook. But anyway, it was neat. I never thought I'd be able to make cordage like this. But I apologize for, I don't know why my camera got hot. It's cooling off. Look there, I just pulled that and it broke. So probably need a better way, a better type cordage. But see right there, that's where I tied that thinner, where I was trying to make it thinner for the fish. This up here is probably stronger. But anyway, I'll probably save this because it's the first time I caught a fish. And if you're in, you know, a survival situation, you just keep working and working and working. Luckily, I've got a spot where those fish are all up under that pine tree right there, so it makes it a little easier. I hope y'all can see that. This thing's so narrow. But anyway, I was gonna cook him. It's hot, and but I was able to achieve what I wanted to do. I just didn't get to cook the fish, but he's a little small, you know, which in a survival situation, that's what you want to do, is catch some small ones. But anyway, thanks for watching. Creek Camper out. Oh, keep God first in your life, okay? It's very important to do that quiet time. Try to spend a little time with him each day. It'll make your day better. Keep God first. Creek Camper out.